Give it up for your NBA champion, Danny Green, ladies and gentlemen. That's huge. This is huge. We really appreciate you being here.
Oh, thanks for having me, man.
And I mean, obviously, you're a friend of the show. You were here for the, All-Star Weekend, and we wanted to show you one of the headlines, okay? Take a look at this one.
Look.
San Antonio Express News. It says, redemption.
It's not bad.
Give him 5.
It's not bad.
With Timmy on the front.
He's
now,
the man.
let's talk a little bit about last year and progress to this year. You were very candid on the show when you came on earlier this year, and you said it was a very tough finals for you last season, a very tough off season. You had to redeem yourself, redemption. How tough was this season and finally getting to this point for you?
It was a long year, especially for me individually. I'm sure Pop could tell you, but it was a lot of ups and downs, a roller coaster. But it's a big relief, to get to this point and to be able to accomplish what we've been working for all season. But last time I was on the show, you guys were talking about the loss and how badly some of those guys played. But Manu Ginobili last night, he looked pretty good. I don't know what y'all think, but I think he looked pretty good.
I think he looked okay.
And Timmy,
he was fantastic throughout the playoffs.
He was. Timmy played pretty well too. So it was good to see those guys play well and to perform that well on that stage. And hopefully I can get them to come back again. And we do another year.
Okay.
Danny, it is shocking to me that Greg Popovich, day one of training camp, said, let's look at this tape of Game 6. And he made you go backwards instead of forwards. He was hard on you that day.
Yeah.
And hard on everybody.
Of course.
And it broke tradition for him to say, let's make this year about erasing last year. And it worked. Explain how it worked. Did it drive you all year to get back to here?
Definitely. We were constantly reminded of last year. And, the only way to get that taste or that feeling out of our heads or, out of our bodies was, to continue to perform better and give ourselves the opportunity to get back to that point. So, throughout the offseason, pretty much depressing offseason, talking about it all throughout the whole year, the media, everything, talking about Game 6 and Game 7, obviously. So, all year we had to hear about it, think about it, and Pop reminded us of it and preparing for the playoffs this year. Every game, he didn't care too much about the regular season, but he cared about the playoffs. And every game that he prepared us for was for Miami Heat or playing in the finals and not making those mistakes in Game 6 ever again. So, every day we wanted to work to get to that point. And lucky for us, we were healthy at this point, and we're playing our best basketball. And we know we need to play perfect in order to beat a great team like Miami.
I got a two-part question. Number one, when you say you were constantly reminded of it, by whom?
The media,
was it Popovich?
Pop for sure. Not as much as the media, obviously. Every time we do media, they talk about it. They ask us, how do you feel about it? What do you think about it? Or you guys are constantly reminded, or do you guys go back to Game 6 and think about it? I mean,
yeah, but I'm asking because the impression was given, at least earlier, that Popovich brought it up to y'all the first day.
Yeah,
and then after that, left it alone. I don't feel like he left it alone.
It wasn't left alone, but it obviously wasn't brought to us every day, But it's definitely something that throughout the year, he reminded us of it. You remember what happened in this game. You have to be perfect. You got to make sure you're on top of your game doing this. We can't have any mistakes, especially in this series. We didn't want to give them any light or any confidence or momentum, going forward. So we wanted to continue, to be aggressive. Make plays, make things happen, offensively share the ball, work with each other, and try to be as perfect as possible because they're two-time defending champs, and for a reason. They're really good. So the only way to beat them was to be as perfect as we could be.
The other thing that I kept saying to Skip all year is that you get the impression that unlike any other Popovich team, y'all didn't just want the title. You wanted Miami. Was I accurate in saying that?
Partly, yeah. Partly. I mean, it makes it that much sweeter that we got a chance to play them again and redeem ourselves against the same team that beat us last year.
So, as you look back, as the game's unfolded, you lose Game 2 here. What was the turning point? You have a good basketball mind. Look back and say that's where it all swung in our favor.
On the road in Miami, I felt like Game 3, we kind of set the tone, coming out. Obviously, that third quarter, they kind of came back and made a run. But I think that game kind of set the tone for us and our whole mindset. And Game 4, we came out even better, even more focused, more stronger, mentally. And said we set short-term goals. We want to make sure we win this quarter or win that quarter. And the goal was not to steal one. It was to win 2. And we did that. And we came home and gave ourselves opportunity to close out here.